Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. A lot of the times you're gonna miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. They don't have it down in their minds that they're gonna succeed at it. I know that if I just put my best foot forward and I'm my most authentic self, have somebody enjoy the person that you are. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Yarlin. If you're new, welcome. So, what I will say for this video is you're gonna need either your tablet or your laptop. Obviously, as you saw in the thumbnail of this video, we are going to go through some of our 2026 vision board ideas, inspo, you know, how I'm doing it right now for 2026, and just kind of to yap to you about what's been going on in my life. I think a few of the apps that we're going to be using is Notion Calendar, definitely Pinterest, and GoodNotes. Also, TikTok is kind of like a sure you can use TikTok kind of thing, but you can do a lot of like saved boards, but pretty much all you can do is just look at inspo. So what we're gonna do is first we're gonna go to GoodNotes, which is where I have like most of my stuff. So I'm gonna first show you guys my vision board. This is my vision board. I have money, travel, me and my man, moving into a new home, a new car, getting that skinny waist, continuing my YouTube channel, hopefully getting some collaborations and brand deals, content creating this year, and also starting my podcast. So I have a couple big goals and dreams. You know, to be honest, my goals and my dreams, I just really want to make sure that this year I'm very authentic to myself and that I very much just go out there and put my best foot forward. A lot of the times you're gonna miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. And I feel like that's something really big because I feel like a lot of us are really scared to just go out there and do something we've been dreaming to do. But I feel like in reality, we really shouldn't be scared to go out there and do these things. I mean, there's people like Kim Kardashian, Kylie Jenner, Kris Jenner, you know, Khloe Kardashian. Like, we have all these people that are literally living the dream lives that we want right now. And they don't have it down in their minds that they're going to succeed at it. I mean, Kylie Jenner didn't know that she was going to become this multi-billionaire all by herself without her parents' help. But she went out there, she put her best foot forward, she tried and tried again, and look, she's succeeding. She's becoming that multi-billionaire. She's getting all these job and brand deals. She's has that business that she wants to have. I mean, they were just normal people just like us years and years ago. But because they decided to go out there and put their best foot forward and just be their authentic selves and just fulfill their dreams and goals and try their best, they got rewarded so much, as we can see. I mean, now there are these famous influencers who we look up to on our day-to-day basis and we get advice from. I mean, I don't know about you, but I know that if Kylie Jenner and Khloe Kardashian and all these micro influencers on TikTok can do it, I know that if I just put my best foot forward and I'm my most authentic self, I can do it too, and I believe that you can also do it too. I mean, it's just all about just putting yourself out there. Another page that I have is called Goals. So what I do on this page is I have different colors for different meanings. So yellow highlighter means first priority, green highlighter means personal growth, blue highlighter means other, and pink highlighter means relationship. So I do have my goals as 10K steps, 10 liters of water daily, healthy meals, become a med tech, find a job, save money for vacations, buy a car, create a savings, build a business, self-love, self-care, build up your self-esteem, healthy communication skills, learn how to be a good wife, and Pilates 3 times a week. Now, these are all goals that I have in mind for the year. Some of them I may succeed to an approximate max. Some of them I may only succeed a little bit in, and a lot of them maybe I might not do really well in, which is okay because there's always a year after this one and a year after the next one that I can always try to complete these goals again and again and again. The only thing that matters is you putting your best foot forward and just doing the best possible job that you can at trying to succeed at these goals. As for my next page on here, it's what's on my board. So I always believe that sure, you can look at pictures and you can get inspiration from pictures visually, because I'm gonna be honest, I mean, I think 90% of the world is visual learners, but a good thing to do is also write down what you have on your board. So, for example, I have pictures of a podcast. I write that down. I have pictures of my man hopefully going pro in whatever he wants to do. I write that down. I have pictures of, getting pretty, looking hot. Like, I write that down because not only do I want to look at it every day, but I also want to read it every day and have that mentality that I will get there. On my next page, I have a 2026 bucket list. I feel like everybody should really have a bucket list, to be honest. I feel like bucket lists are just kind of a fun way that you could put your goals on there, but kind of have it as like something fun that you want to do. A lot of the things that I have on my bucket list, I wanted like a weird location that I've never traveled to, so I chose California. So solo travel to California, go clubbing with my mom, camping, girls trip with my mom, 2 vacations with my go to a concert, read 12 books, buy and finance a car, volunteer at hospital or children's hospital, take a road trip, start a podcast, movie night with mom and Isa one time monthly, start college, go to a water park, create a bikini box, go to a museum, make friendship bracelets, go on a cruise, purchase a skim set, save $1,500 for random stuff, do pottery painting, do jet skis, solo brunch date, get 5 tattoos, and go to Richmond, Virginia. Those are all the things on my bucket list for 2026. Now again, I don't want you guys to like put a bucket list and then be like, oh, I didn't do everything on my bucket list. Bucket lists are not supposed to be something that is your goal to complete and you have to do it. A bucket list is something fun for you to be able to enjoy and kind of see like how many things in a year you can do. I mean, to be honest with you, last year I didn't create a bucket list, but this year I'm really excited to see how many things I can actually check off of my bucket list and see if I actually complete them all. And if I do, that'll really satisfy my heart and my soul knowing that I did all of that. As for my next page, I just did this one today. Y'all can see a little better. Okay. So this is basically me writing down the goals for each month. So each month I'm going to write down the month and then write goals right next to it and write 5 goals that I'm trying to do my best at that month. Then underneath that, I'll write goals accomplished, and then I'll have 5 check boxes and basically write the same thing over. And if I completed it for that month, I'll give it a check. If I didn't, I'll make sure to write that down for the next month. Now, next month, that doesn't mean that I'm only going to write 5 things down. No, that means I'm going to write 6 things down. So, for example, if this month in January I fail to do Pilates, for example, I'm going to write down my 5 things for February, and then I'm going to write down a 6th thing, which is my Pilates. And I'm going to keep adding on to it until I maybe finish Pilates, or maybe each month I end up doing good on 5 things and then I end up failing at 1 thing and then I add it to the next month. But this is always just something that holds you accountable to making sure you really complete that goal and that you don't take your foot off the gas pedal for it. And then right underneath that, I'll be writing next month's goals. So, like I said, I'll write down new ideas of goals. Maybe in the next page when I go to write down February goals, it's different than what I wrote on my next month's goals. But that doesn't mean that I don't want to do those goals that I wrote down on page of January. It just means that in February, I realized I have different priorities. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I'm a very disorganized person. So I've been trying really, really hard to keep up with my planner and just write everything down on there. So I made a little planner. I think it's really, really cute. Ever since I got this iPad, I've been making sure to try to go on this every single day and, add extra things. To be honest, I don't think planners necessarily have to be for like work at 11:30 p.m. or brunch date with the girls. You can write simple things like coffee date by myself or doing my nails at home. It doesn't have to be that you have to have something that's actually extremely important. To be honest, I be writing the littlest things on my calendar because it gets me really excited to start my day and just be happy with the life that I'm living. I also want to remind you guys that you're not here to make somebody else like you, make somebody else happy about you, or to have somebody enjoy the person that you are. As long as you enjoy the person that you are, then that is truly all that matters deep down inside. Everyone is always going to have something to say about you, either in a positive aspect or a negative aspect. It's just up to you on how you take it. Like my mom always tells me, you can't control what other people do or say about you, but you can control your reaction to it. And if your reaction is to maybe take the criticism, take the judgment, take the constructive criticism, but then to be able to remind yourself, I am who I am. I'm still growing. I'm not perfect, but I'm going to get there someday. And your growth, it doesn't depend on what somebody else tells you and how they want you to grow and when they want you to grow. Your growth depends on how you grow at your pace, your timing, and the way you do it. That's the only way. For example, me, I can't go and be somebody else. Somebody might tell me, hey, I want you to paint that pot the way I do it. Sure, that's great. You might want me to paint the pot the way you want me to paint the pot, but I don't paint my pots that way. I'm not you, I'm me. There's only one me and there's only one you. And since there's only one me, I have to learn things the way that I learn them, and I have to do things the way I do them. They might not always be the right way. Maybe my way takes longer than your way, but that's the way that I'm learning it. And along the way of me learning, okay, this way is a bit slower, maybe I'll find tips and tricks for myself to learn how to paint the pot quicker. So keep that in mind. So yeah, I feel like always having a planner, and then not just having a monthly view, but also having a weekly view. Like I said, I don't have a lot of things for this month. Hopefully next month will be a little more packed, but that's mainly just my good notes for right now. As for Pinterest, I feel Pinterest is a really, really good idea for inspiration. I go there all the time whenever I have any inspo for my life. I have a lot of boards. I have a 2026 life board, which is where I got all my pictures for my vision board. I have my life, which is basically me manifesting. So instead of my future life, I put my life because I'm manifesting that this is my life. I am working towards this. I will get there someday, and I am there already. Is my mentality. You never say if I get there, you say when I get there. I will get there, because if you say if I get there, that's kind of putting self-doubt in yourself of, oh, I don't know if I'm actually going to get there or not. The world is gonna push you down a lot of the times, but you have to keep getting back up. The world is not in anybody's favor. It's not. But if you have a mentality of the world is always in my favor, I always get what I want, I'm rich. I'm so sorry, earlier battery for the camera died, so like it totally cut off. I'm gonna be using my phone because my mom took my tablet to go do Uber. But on my Pinterest, I have 2026 life board, which is, you know, obviously my vision board. I call it my life board. That way I'm kind of using that manifestation power of like believing that this is what my life will become in 2026 or will be after 2026. I have the my life, like I said, manifesting, just kind of saying like this is my life. That way all good things come towards you. Another thing would be my manifestation board. So this is more like for future, as in like becoming rich, becoming that, you know, that wealthy, amazing, soft life living kind of girl. Obviously, becoming rich isn't just going to be like, oh, 2026, January, I become rich. It takes time, obviously. So I'm not just going to put that on my life board, because I know obviously that will be developed over time. So that is on my manifestation board. Another board I have is body T. So that one's mainly just getting my body together, working out, eating healthy, getting skinny, losing that weight, making myself look better than I already am. Then I have my Soft Life Diaries podcast. So that podcast is one of like it's on my bucket list. It's also one of my goals. It's also on my vision board itself. That podcast, I've accommodated some of my goals of when I'm going to start doing that. So I'm going to start my podcast on TikTok, making like short little videos. And then as I grow on that platform, I will transition to YouTube, making longer videos and things like that. My YouTube channel is what I'm doing right now, which I've been really consistent at, and I'm really proud of myself. I just want to keep staying consistent and keep doing the content creating to be able to just put myself out there like I was saying. Then I have fashion outfits. This is more like just what I was talking about, inspiration. If I don't know what to wear one day, I go to that board, and that has so many ideas on what I could wear, how many outfits I could switch up on. I have obviously my nail inspo, which everybody knows I do my nails by myself. Then I have tattoo ideas. That's kind of something that was also on my bucket list of doing. I do want to make sure that I get maybe 1 or 2 tattoos this year. It's okay if I don't get 5, but at least 1 or 2 will still be good. And I have Boston, which was my Boston trip. If you haven't watched those videos, go ahead and do it. They're already all posted. And then I have New York. That's another video. If you want to go watch watch it, go ahead. All of my first couple videos on the YouTube channel were super short. They were not long, and I did it that way because I was uploading so many videos in the month of December that I didn't want to bombard myself with like having to edit a 20 to 30 minute video, because sometimes editing those take like maybe a week to a week and a half if you don't devote full time 24/7 to making sure you edit those videos and make them the best possible. So I wanted to make them very short videos, that way I didn't bombard myself with too much in the same month, knowing that there was videos I would have to be posting on the same day, or I would have to be editing content and also making sure to remind myself that I record content on the same day is just a lot for me. And I just have like a little pinky pink Pinterest board. That one's mainly just for anything that's the color pink, because my favorite color is pink. And I have a snowy Christmas, which I totally had. Christmas Eve, it did snow, which I was so happy. That was my Pinterest board for just kind of a white Christmas. As per Notion, I use Notion as my content planning. I do have a calendar. All the little dots are where I have like my videos planned. I have YouTube content ideas. I have YouTube, like a series that I want to start, which I haven't started yet, but hopefully next month I will. I have TikTok content ideas as well, and I have like little series that I want to start on TikTok as well. On Notion, I also have my birthday trip. I'm trying to plan like a 19th birthday trip. I think what I'm going to end up doing is just going, somewhere for my birthday. And then I have a monthly planning, which I know I said I have a monthly planning on GoodNotes, but I also have one on Notion. So this one, I just basically changed the month up there in that corner. And then, like I said, all those little dots are just stuff that I've had things throughout the month. I haven't used the Notion one as much just because my GoodNotes one, I tend to write in more. But yeah, guys, I just want to say that everybody's vision boards are different. Everybody has a different outcome to what they are expecting of their 2026. I will definitely say to keep your hopes up. Goals change throughout the year. People change throughout the year. Sometimes it's okay to let go of things that don't do good for you. Sometimes it's okay to let go of people that only bring criticism into your life and aren't happy with who you are as a person. Sometimes you're not going to be perfect, and other people will obviously see your flaws. But I think it's also really important to remember that although you can see somebody's flaws, your flaws don't define you, who you are overall as a person. And a lot of people will just look at you and not like you because of the fact that you have all these flaws, and they don't give you a chance to try to make it better. And what I will say is change doesn't come in a week. Sometimes it doesn't come in a month. Sometimes it doesn't come in a year. Everybody has a process for change differently. Everybody processes things differently. Everybody has their own time frame for how they are supposed to change and when they are supposed to change. It's never supposed to happen on our time or on anybody else's time. It's just when it happens. So I just want to say, keep going, keep living, keep having fun. And I love you guys so very much, and I'm so excited to do this journey with you guys. I will be doing like check-ins each video that you guys see me to kind of let you know how my goals are going and stuff like that. But I'm so excited to do this 2026 content creating and YouTube journey with you guys. I love you so much. See you guys next time.